Here I am making another video. I didn't make one yesterday. I definitely could have, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I think it was just because I felt too tired. I want to speak about sleep routine. So, it seems as though over the past couple of days, I've let myself fall off a little bit with it. But I wasn't thinking about PT sessions coming up all that much outside of the course I'd be doing, because the PT sessions that I plan to do with this person weren't so close at the time. It's only going to happen in a few days, but that wasn't the case a while ago, of course. But with that happening and me get myself sorted out, it seems like I've been feeling a bit more stressed, I reckon. It's only just one person who wanted to stay for a while at the time, but it seems like another person might be interested in having sessions with me. And I've started to have a new thought. I was saying I want to end this financial poverty once and for all. But now that I've been paid a little bit, the mindset's now gone from that to that, and now that I've got more money, it seems like I've got more problems. More money, more problems, very basically. That was what I was thinking verbatim. And although I do have to think about more in that sense, because I'd have to think about being both financially stable eventually and also solving people's problems. This is definitely a mindset that I don't think I was expecting to have. But then again, I suppose that's what would happen in the transformation. There are going to be some things that would happen and some changes in my mindset that would happen as I go along this journey. I've been saying, trying to put out there to manifest it, basically, that I'm on the way to having more money coming. But it seems as though with that, I'll be setting myself up for more stress if I don't take care of myself more than I am now. So it seems like if I want to function easily, or at least as healthily as I can, then I'm gonna have to go to the light side, not the dark side. But I'm gonna have to make that transition completely to go to a more calm and optimistic version of myself, perhaps. I've been finding it a bit difficult to sleep knowing that this stuff's coming up, because in the past I didn't have to think about turning up to people who have paid me to provide them a service. But now I do. And in that happening, I'm starting to think about, well, at least yesterday anyway, I started to think about the fact that I'm going to have to be more precise with making sure that I'm out by a specific time, even if that's significantly more early than I need to leave to do the sessions, but it'd be necessary if I don't want to scam these people. I'm going out my way to go work as a personal trainer, not a scam artist, and I want to put my qualifications to use. So it seems as though I'm definitely going to have to go out my way to be a bit more sharp with what I'm doing and when I'm doing said things. I think my issues have been following through with such projects. Maybe my project management skills aren't as proficient as they could be. I'd have my plans to do what I want to do, especially with my course, because it's all laid out in the form of a 16-week plan, which I have, and I'm going out my way to go and follow. But I think pressing weakness of mine, flaw is the word I was looking for. A pressing flaw of mine would be catastrophization. In other words, thinking that if I don't do said things or said tasks by a specific time, then I believe that it's just all over, and it being doing the course in this case is just not possible anymore. That obviously isn't the case, but if I could go out my way to be more precise with my sleep routine, and I can do what it takes to put myself on high alert rather than just go off my phone and stay in bed for hours, then I'd be setting myself up for at least a better opportunity or a better chance at moving on from poverty for good. But at least I figured that out early on. And quite fortunately, from a long-term basis, I haven't picked up somebody else's line. I haven't just gone from no clients to 25 clients like the flip of a switch. I'm learning what it takes to build a PT business of my own from scratch, absolute scratch. When I got hired, I didn't even have personal training qualifications when I got hired at the gym I work at, which I would be also working at under my own name. I just about had my gym instructing qualifications, and then I got the job to work as a fitness coach and then a personal trainer in my own time. So, personal trainer in my own time under my own name. So once I got hired, then I got my personal training qualifications, at least to be able to coach people on paper and legally. Now I'm going from being able to do my job in theory, qualification wise, to being able to do it well. And in that happening, I could sense it'd be a bit more of a stressful way of life if I let it be. Because I have to be more precise. I haven't had to be this precise with doing what I'd want to do on a daily basis. I just would plan to do stuff, and I find it difficult to do because I didn't set up like external sources of accountability back when I didn't have fitness qualifications at all, when I was unemployed for a long time. That's my background, and perhaps I'm still letting that way of life and my habits during that period of my life follow me, because I was unemployed for less than 2 years. I tried to set up a Fiverr gig, but that didn't work. I'm doing this qualification, this PT one. I'm thinking, I'm not even sure if I want to do that. I think I want to do something else, because I remember saying, I don't want to have all of these qualifications for people to just cancel me because of what they've got going on in their life. People's reasons to cancel me during the sessions may be valid, they may not be, in my opinion. The same goes for how they think about their excuses to not turn up sometimes. But I don't want all of that. I don't want to get all of these qualifications, just experience decades of that. I was watching a YouTube video, it was based on personal training, and they're talking about fear of success. I don't know if I fear that, but to make what I've just said relevant to what I said before, is that what success is? Setting myself up for trying to make a business work, to have so much stress in my head, having to pay my own taxes, having to develop a PT business, for people to just cancel me because they're voluntarily there. I definitely am not going to hold anyone at gun and or knife point for them to just turn up to my sessions, so they would have to play fair and square when it comes to doing this fitness industry stuff, especially considering I don't want to sleep my way to the top either. I don't want to experience what people would consider success in the fitness industry through having sex with specific people. I don't want that either, so I don't even think that'd happen realistically. And I am okay with that. That's fine with me. However, with this stress on my head, I just seem to be gaining more problems the more money I be getting. That seems like the path I'm heading down. And maybe if there are other people in my predicament who are just starting off from complete scratch when it comes to the idea of turning their passion into what people would class as a career, especially within the fitness industry, and thinking of going down the personal training route, I'd say think twice. And I'd also say, if you really believe that you're sure, get a whole load of qualifications before you jump in. If I were to talk to someone that would claim that they want to be a personal trainer, I'd tell them to hold out. I'd tell them to go to get their level 4 advanced personal training qualifications and the exercise referral qualifications, so they can set themselves up for a job that's worth having way more quickly than what I've done by getting a job within the fitness industry with bare minimum qualifications to just about get in through the gym instructing qualifications. Yeah.